What is happening, everyone? Notorious here, and today I'm going to be presenting you guys a little team deathmatch on Solar. So this is a little old gameplay a couple days ago, but I just wanted to use this video to commentate about something else. It's not about the Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3. It's about my team, the 49ers, and how bad they are, how terrible they are. And it starts with two people in that organization, Trent Baalke and Jed York. Now those two, they have some big egos, and it was big enough to get rid of Jim Harbaugh, like the best coach in the NFL for those 4 years, besides Belichick. I mean, Belichick's the best coach in the NFL since he's been there. But Harbaugh was up there too. But I don't know what the hell was going on in that organization at the end of the last season. Like that whole last season was just a disaster, and yet Jim Harbaugh took that team to a 500 record, which is really impressive for the circumstances he was in. And you just get rid of him, and this offseason, it was just so one of the most bizarre off seasons I've ever seen. I've never seen like 5 different people retire, like Patrick Willis, Chris Borland, Anthony Davis. He said he might come back, but I don't know if he's going to come back. The right tackle, and Justin Smith retires. Well, he was going to retire. I think he was going to retire anyways, but in my opinion, for those players like Patrick Willis and Chris Borland, I don't think they would have retired if Jim Harbaugh was still there, to be honest with you. Jim Harbaugh was a really good coach, and he was exciting to watch on the sidelines. Jump up and down. Jim Tom Sewell, he kind of does that, but he kind of doesn't know what he's doing. No disrespect to Tom Sewell and his coaching acumen and his football knowledge, but he just looks kind of lost in the big leagues. He has coached for the 49ers before as the interim coach when Mike Singletary got fired, but it was only one game, so it was a pretty pointless game. So I mean, that gave you some signs when they did an in-house hire, which I was surprised. I thought they were going to hire like Vic Fangio, the old defensive coordinator. Well, he's the defensive coordinator for the Bears now, but I thought they were going to hire him. But he's just like Jim Harbaugh. He's a exciting guy to watch, and I don't think he's a quote-unquote yes man to both Trent Baalke and Jed York. So yeah, I mean, this has just been a horrible season. They just lost to the Seattle Seahawks 20-3 on Thursday Night Football, and Colin Kaepernick just had a horrible game. Like, the whole team had a horrible game. Let's just go with that. Colin Kaepernick, he had zero rushing yards. I don't know what is going on with him. I think there's some questions about him. I think they might bench him for Blaine Gabbert. I mean, Blaine Gabbert is, not the choice I would go with, but I mean, we might have to go with him if Kaepernick keeps stinking up the joint. So yeah. And the defense, I don't know what's going on with the defense. They're just giving up big plays. Thursday night they gave up a lot of big plays to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn's a really good back, but you can't just mistackle him. You can't just touch him and then just let him go. You're supposed to tackle him, and they look like there was no effort in that game, just no effort. And I don't know what's going on. Maybe because Jim Tom Sewell's not really a fun guy to play for. They thought people in that locker room reportedly complained about Harbaugh about being too pushy, but I mean, it was to win. I mean, Harbaugh went, since he's been there, 3 straight NFC Championship games. No coach has ever done that in their first 3 years in the NFL. 1 Super Bowl appearance, 1 little play away from winning the Super Bowl, and yet that's not enough. I mean, Jed York always says win with class my ass. Like, really? God damn. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I feel bad for the fans in Santa Clara and San Francisco. They have to deal with this bullshit. So I don't mean to curse. I'm just really frustrated with the team, with management, and how they're handling, how their egos are getting in the way of getting the job done and winning, because I mean, the name of the game is winning, and your egos have to be pushed aside to win. And they should have learned a lesson from the Dallas Cowboys in the 1990s when Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones were having problems. Even Jimmy Johnson was winning Super Bowls, but their egos didn't work aside. And ever since then, I mean, they did win 1 Super Bowl, but I mean, that was like the next year. But after that, they haven't won a Super Bowl since, and they've only won like 2 playoff games ever since. So it's just turbulence in Dallas. Well, not right. I don't know about now, but I'm talking about long term. Getting rid of Jimmy Johnson. So yeah. But I hope they do something next season. I just want Jed York to be gone. Like, he's just an asshole, really. Like, I don't like this guy. He's in it for the money more than for winning. I wish his uncle was the owner again, Eddie DeBartolo. Like, I wasn't born to watch them, but I miss them. Just based on his documentary of football life on NFL Network, and just look at their statistics when he was the owner, and it was great. I wish he was the owner, and I wish his nephew Jed York would just be out of there. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Hopefully, he can learn his lessons. I don't know if he ever will learn his lessons, and I hope he fires Trent Baalke really too. But I mean, those two are like best buddies, so can't really do anything about it. But I mean, Harbaugh's in Michigan now, and he is probably laughing at the 49ers right now, being 2-5 and just being tumultuous and just showing no effort in the Thursday night game against Seattle. I don't know what happened. I mean, they're like 1-5 since Kaepernick's been there, and I don't know. I mean, I think Kaepernick struggling a lot more this season had to do something with Harbaugh. Against Arizona, he threw two pick sixes, but 4 interceptions total for like 40-something yards. Like, that's all he did. And I was like, man, what is going on? And you gotta let Cap be Cap. But I don't know if it's the coaching staff. I don't know if it's Kaepernick himself. But I think there's gonna be a rehaul on that whole team. There's a lot of talent on that team. Like, they just need the right leader. I mean, Jim Harbaugh was the right leader, but I don't know what happened. I think they would be like, what are they right now? 2-5. I think they would probably be like 5-2. Really, if Harbaugh was there, but I'm not sure. This is just my opinion. Please don't hate on me for that. But because I loved Harbaugh. He was the reason. Like a lot of let me think. He was just the reason that the 49ers were really good and making perennial playoff team and just everything like that. And they just threw him under the bus. And he's having success in Michigan. He's doing a really good job in Michigan. Like, he's been doing this ever since he's been coaching as a head coach. Like San Diego State, Stanford, the 49ers, and now Michigan. He's turned every team around, which is really, really cool. And I just want to say it one more time. Jed York is an asshole. Trent Baalke is an asshole. Like, they don't want to win. I don't think they want to win. They always say win, but it's just they're just saying they're being hypocrites. Let's just go with that. And and Jim Tom Sewell, I don't know what the hire was. I thought they were gonna hire someone cool like maybe Adam Gase from Denver, the former offensive coordinator for the Broncos, or Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator. I would have been happy if Vic Fangio was the defensive coordinator. I don't think those players would retire if he was there, but he's kind of like a Harbaugh guy, so they didn't want to hire him. So, but yeah, I think that's the gameplay, everyone. Just having some fun with the AK-12 for this gameplay, and I think I go 25-13. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope something goes on with the 49ers, and this is going to be a rough season. Let me just tell you that. They might only win like 4 games, to be honest with you, or something like that. But I wouldn't mind tanking to get the number 1 pick overall. But we'll see what's going to happen. But that's everything, guys. I hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.